Bryce Weech here, BryceWeechMusic.com. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, click that notification bell. Today I've got for you the Spark Go. We're going to open this up, take a look at it. It's a little portable amplifier you can take with you anywhere you go. So this is the Spark Go by Positive Grid. I actually do own a Spark 40 as well, but excited to take a look at this little thing. Looks like you can put it in your pocket, carry it around with you. So it says here that it is a smart app supercharged. So I guess it has stuff with the app that you can do with it. Size-defying sound, Bluetooth, huge collection of amps and effects. Nothing can stop you now. Oh wow! Here we go. All right, and here on the back here it says it's got Smart Jam auto chords, 50,000 tones, 50,000 plus tones, Bluetooth streaming, rechargeable 8-hour battery, 4 customizable presets, and a headphone line out. It's compatible with electric, acoustic, and bass guitar. I'm assuming if you have a pickup on it, acoustic's not going to work unless you have some sort of pickup that's going to plug into it. 1/4 inch input, USB-C, audio interface. We'll check that out and see if that works. Music and master volume controls. So let's go over to the bench and open it up. All right, here we are at the bench. Let's open this thing up and see what we got. All right, it says open here. Now, to be fair, I did already open this up and played with it a little bit. Let's just see what we got. Oh, and we got our Soundgarden guys hanging out with us too. Okay, here we go. So we've got quick start guide. Shows you how to hook it all up and do everything with it. Okay, so yeah, so it comes with a separate grill. So a black one. So it comes with this tweed kind of looking one here, and a black one that you can replace it with. Instructions say you can use a pick to pop that out. All right, here's what we'll do too is take off this little button, and let's see, it comes with 2 different straps, a red one and a black one here. I think I'm gonna put the black one on there. Well, I don't know. This is kind of a red. I don't know if that's supposed to be on the other. Maybe I'll go for the red. That's kind of cool. There you go. There you have it. Spark Go with a faceplate that you can change out. What's in here? Let's see what we got in the box here. Oh, charging cable. When this came out of the box, it had a little bit of a charge already. I have actually charged this since then as well, but that's what we get in the box. Not too much to it. All right, let's plug this in and see what we can do with it. All right, I'm gonna pull up the old Bonamassa Les Paul here, and plug it in and see what we got. Little power button on the side. Indication is on. Oh, buzzes like crazy, just like a regular amp. Oh, that's just this room here. Hear that? All right, now this does have an app, so I'm going to go ahead and open up the Spark app here. And it says connect. Well, let's see if it connects. I found it. All right, let's use the tuner first here. tuner. Interesting. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool tuner there. Pretty close. All right, exiting out. Ooh, kind of a big tail off there. Let's see what we got. That's on the first setting. Rhythm channel 1. So yeah, here's a bunch of amps and setups in here that you can go through. A ton of them. Pretty wild. So I'm just going to look at the default one. So this is their rhythm. Default rhythm. It's got a gate, comp, and wah. Let's see what that does. It's a compressor. Huh. Oh, I see. And it switches on the app when you switch it on the button on here. That is pretty cool. Not a bad sound. I'm not sure if that's getting picked up on this mic very good or not, but a little buzzy, but that's okay. It's just from this guitar, or just from this room. Whew, man, that has some reverb. Let's turn that time down a little bit. Turn that down a little bit. Hall preset. Interesting. So that's the rhythm. Okay, let's see what the next one is here. This is the lead preset. All right, let's see what's the next one here. Solo. Oh, a little trail off there. Pretty cool sounds coming out of this thing. And then a custom one. Let's see what this is. Pretty straight up. Pretty straight up, just distorted. Ooh, what is that on there? That's a drive that is a turbo drive got the gate. Okay, that stops it from doing that. A little bit of EQ on it. Looks like you can put a delay. Let's see. Ooh, little bit of little peak limiting there. Kind of zapped out. So those are the 3 custom ones. I'm just going to go back to rhythm. It's a pretty nice one. A little quiet on that one. The rest of them are a little bit louder. That's okay. And I was using this the other day to practice some jazz tunes. I was practicing, let's see, what was that? Satin Doll was in my living room. And it actually works pretty well just to knock around with not having to pull a whole amp out. You can just pull this little guy. Ah. Ooh, and with the other pickup, it sounds pretty good too. All right, well, so there you have it, the Spark Go. Super cool, like tiny little thing. You can change the faceplate off if you want it to look a little different. It does have an accessory that is a little foot pedal that you can use to do stuff like looping, switch between the different presets and stuff like that. I don't have one of those yet, so I'm not reviewing it. So next thing I'm going to do with this is let's test out the audio interface for it. I should be able to plug this into the computer and track with it as an input right into the computer. So let's go do that. Let's do this. Let's go. All right, plugging it in. Plug it in there. All right, so I've plugged that into my Mac here. Now let's go to my presentation mode. Let's see if it'll show up in Reaper, and we will go from there. So, all right. Okay, now that I've got that plugged in, let's go over into Reaper and see if it shows up in the audio interface. All right, now this is my bass. I call it Bryce bass because it's my default setup when I open up Reaper in here. I've got a bass, guitar, Sforzando, which is a sound font importer, and I use that for Rhodes piano. Collab B3, which is a Hammond organ simulator. BBC Symphony Orchestra for orchestral sounds and whatnot. EZdrummer 3 for my drums. And Labs from Spitfire just to pull in any odd stuff that might be interesting in there. And I just added a track down here to track this guitar. So what I'm going to do, what I will have to do then is go into Audio MIDI setup. This is only for you Mac people. I have one here set up for my Pod HD500X plus USB, and I use that for Reaper so that I can mux everything into it. So I've actually added the Spark Go USB, showed up just fine. It has 1 in, 0 outs, and that's fine. It's just this part here. Just this part here is mono. 1 in is just fine. So that's connected through the USB-C directly to my Mac Mini that I've got here. Now let's go ahead and check it out. I'm going to turn off monitoring to my main speakers because I don't want it to feedback or do anything weird. So let's see, let's arm it. There we go, got signal. Do do some phones monitoring and see what we got. Actually sounds pretty, wow, pretty decent in the headphones too. And the latency is almost non-existent. I can hear it in my phones just fine, so that's really cool. All right, I'm gonna just try something here real quick. Do a little record. All right, I turned off the screen capture because that might have been a little loud. So we'll see here. Because you can hear it through that. Okay, cool. All right, so I've got this armed now. Got the signal coming in. I'm actually going to mute. Let's mute that. There we go. And let's try this. Let's go ahead and record in here. Wait for the metronome to go. There we go. Maybe a little quiet on the input. I'll turn this up a little bit. That doesn't seem to make a difference on there when I do that, so. Okay, I'll stop the recording. All right, now let's play it back and see what we got. All right, pretty good capture, actually. Sounds not too bad. So that's just on the rhythm, basic preset there. I'm gonna go ahead and, that's pretty good. So cool, yeah, I mean, works as a good little interface. It keeps all of the effects that are on it, so that's pretty cool. You can, run it with the built-in effects. Any of the ones off of their marketplace and stuff you can bring in, so that's pretty cool. All right, here it is. So this little Spark Go, you can actually use it as a USB speaker as well. I took this with me to Hawaii a few weeks ago. Was rocking out to Elvis, listening to some Elvis playing Honolulu while I was in Waikiki. Listening to this on a little balcony. It sounded pretty good. It's not the greatest thing. I'll put a little clip of it here. So anyways, that was a lot of fun. It has this kind of almost like a woofer on the back. I think that's kind of what this does. Gives it that kind of more full sound. But yeah, you can definitely hook it up through Bluetooth to your phone or whatever, and play music through it. So I realized I didn't record any of the other features of this Spark, like the, what do they call it? Like the jamming and stuff like that. So I figured I'd turn it on. Go. Connecting. Connected. All right. So here we go. It's called the Smart Jam feature. Let's see what we can do with it here. So I'm going to go create. I'm going to jam with Dave, I guess. We'll see. Let's jam, Dave. Wait, hang on. We've got to tune first here. All right, out of the tuner. And I don't know if it'll pick up on this lapel mic or not. So I don't really have it hooked up to anything, so we'll see how this works. Okay, so I tapped the little musical icon at the bottom. I'm going to hit create. I'm going to jam with Dave, I guess. Let's see what this is. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is about 100 beats per minute. Do that, start. Okay, get ready. Oops, here, let's restart. Oops. As loud as it goes, I guess. I'll tilt it towards me so you can hear it more, I think. Yeah, let's go back. Let's try that again. I'm going to groove with Charles here. Straight 8 bar. Okay, so it says I'm going to play 8 bars of music, and it's going to figure out something based on that. So sounds pretty good. I think I'll do something like that. That's going to come up with something, I guess. So I'm following along with it, playing here on the, you can see it's telling the chords, and you can follow right along with it. Makes it easy to tell what what's going to come up next. So yeah, that's wild. It took that little progression that I did and turned it into this. All right, that's enough of that. Let's try something else. Let's do rock. Oh, it just kind of picked something here. So it's A minor. F, C, G. So I'm just following the chords that it shows on there. Guitar's out of tune already. So this is the Harley Benton SC BK, I believe is what this model was. Bought it a few years back. Haven't really played it much. Just pulled it out a couple days ago. It's in pretty good shape, actually. Except for staying in tune. These are the original strings that are about 4 years old. So, anyways, so I just wanted to show that little jam part on this thing, and yeah, it's pretty neat. I hadn't messed with it yet, so that's one of the features of it. Right, back to the rest of the review. Another kind of an unfortunate thing, though, with this, with regards to the audio interface, is that you can't use it. It doesn't really work into like GarageBand or something like that. As far as I can tell, I tried plugging it into my iPad and my phone, and it just doesn't pick it up as an interface for input. So it does work on a computer, though, laptop. On my Mini here and on my MacBook worked just fine. It shows up as an input and as a stereo output as well if you wanted to output to it directly through the cable. But I usually just do it through Bluetooth. But yeah, so there you have it, the Spark Go. I'm giving it a thumbs up. I think it's a pretty cool little thing. You know, especially for just being able to sit on the couch and do a little bit of practicing. I do like practicing electric guitar rather than, say, with my Nova acoustic. I just kind of like the lower action of electric guitar to mess around with, and this is great for just plugging it in the living room and horsing around with it. And there you go. So there you have it. Until next time.